I end up like moving my part and ugh, it will hurt my mouth. Get some of the strangest message requests on Instagram ever. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a chatty get ready with me video. I've not done one of these before. All my videos have always been like me doing makeup or me doing makeup. So yeah, I thought I would just do something just a little bit more casual and laid back. So yeah, let's do it. So I started off my day with having a nice relaxing bath using my Body Shop Mango Bath Blend. It gives off bubbles, gives off colour, and don't forget that lovely mango smell. It is gorgeous and you can actually smell it on your body afterwards. I just love having a bath. There's nothing better than just getting in a nice hot bath and unwinding and just really forgetting about what's going on in the world. So I just got out of the bath and I am like just combing through my hair with a tangle teaser to get all them knots out, and then I'm just really going to start with drying my hair and then I'll get on with my face. I'm not doing anything too like out there today because I'm not going anywhere. I think finding my parting is like the hardest because do you know how people just normally have like a natural parting where like you brush your hair back and then your parting just like appears? Mine doesn't. So I've always got to kind of work with it, and then I end up like moving my parting loads of times. That'll do, I'm not going anywhere. Who gives? Then I'm just gonna use my heat defense spray. I'm using the Tresemme Curtain Protect one and spray it all over and protect my hair as much as possible.
We could be taking control.
Finally. Okay, so because my hair is obviously dyed, I do find that the ends of my hair go a little bit dry and a little bit like wispy like. So for that I use the Lee Stafford Cocoa Loco Straw to Silk Shiny Happy Hair Anytime Anywhere Coconut Balm, and it just looks like this. It just looks like, it kind of looks like a big lip balm, and you just get a little bit and rub it around my fingers. Rub it round, so it just goes like that, and then rub your fingers together, and I just literally just pull it through my hair. I was a little bit scared to use this at first because I was like, oh, is it going to make my hair like greasy? But it doesn't. It just makes your hair really soft, and then obviously it smells like coconut, which is just like heaven. And that is basically it for my hair. I'm not going to faff on because I don't see the point because I'm not going anywhere. So I've just blow dried it straight. My hair is kind of like straight anyway, so I have a little bit of a wavy kink in it if I didn't dry it straight, which is why I have dried it straight. And how many times can I say it, dry it straight in a sentence? Okay. Next up is skincare. I've got dry skin. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will have dry skin at this time of the year, so I'm going to use my Nivea 2-in-1 cleanser and toner, and I'm just going to use it on my fingers because I haven't got any makeup on. I would use this with a cotton pad like on a night when I'm taking makeup off, but at the minute I just feel like it'll just go on alright with my fingers because why not? I feel like a lot of people's skin kind of goes dry at this time of year, do you know, like when seasons are changing and there's different kind of feel in the air. But I have quite dry skin anyways, but then obviously wearing a face mask whenever I leave the house, that doesn't help letting like moisture into your skin, so I feel like my skin has been suffering a lot more as a result. But you've got to wear your mask and stay safe, people, stay safe. So that is all absorbed in. I'm just going to use my daily skin cream, and I'm using my Garnier Intense Care Body, Hand and Face Cream, and it is intense moisturising. And I like this one because it smells really nice, and then obviously like as it moisturises your face, it's good for your hands as well. So who doesn't like a cream who's like multi-purpose? Rub this in. I'm not sure if you guys know, but up in the northeast, in fact, what am I talking about? Have you been living under a rock if you don't know? That if you're in the northeast, we're kind of on tougher restrictions than the rest of the country. The government have issued a curfew on our region, like 10 p.m. bars and restaurants have to shut. You're not allowed to mix with other households. If you're in a bar or restaurant, you can't be in a bigger group than 6. So things are getting kind of tight, and I don't know, I feel like I really need to look after myself and make sure that I'm happy, you know, like mentally and any other way possible, because these restrictions, you think, oh, it's not too bad, but when you're kind of wanting to get back to a normal life, it can be quite, like, it can give you a bit of a setback and think, oh, we're stepping back in time rather than things getting better. You know, not being able to see your friends or your family is particularly hard. So just looking after yourself and keeping my mind busy is something that I'm going to be doing, as well as like working from home and doing bits at home. So I feel like this video is it's mainly for me than it is for you guys. I'm just keeping myself safe. So I've currently got lash extensions. I've got brush and volume extensions on. Just got my infills last week, and I also got my brows laminated, which is probably one of the best things I've done this year, if I'm honest. So I'm just going to like set them up. I mean, your lashes you have to brush. I didn't actually realise like how much maintenance lashes were. So you just got to get like your spoolie, and you've just got to brush your eyelashes just to get them nice and fluffy. I mean, my lashes are kind of going through like a lash shed at the moment, which Loretta, my beauty therapist, said that would actually happen once you change seasons, that your lashes can fall out more. So I feel like I've lost quite a few on my left side than I have on my right. So I feel like I might drop her a message just to like ask and see if everything's okay, or I can pop in and get them back out, because I feel like the left is obviously a lot more noticeable than the right, that I've lost a few. So I might drop her a message and just see what she says, but she's really nice, so she should pop them back in for me. And now my brows, they look quite strange, just like flat, because I've been so used to brushing them up late. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the end of my spoolie like flew off. Like, how the hell did that even happen? Oh, of course, Carly, this would happen to you. Of course it would. Okay, so let's just pretend that didn't happen. Get my spoolie. I'm going to be gentle with the spoolie. And just brush them up, and you just see, it's coming off again. I'm going to actually hold spoolie. Note to self, buy spoolie. Brush them up. Oh, do you know what? It's just typical that happens. I've got like such bad luck. If something's gonna happen, it would happen to me, and then of course it would happen when I'm filming, not just when I'm like getting ready to go out on a normal day. I would normally like brush them up and hold them with a clear mascara, but I don't really see the point because I'm not going anywhere. But you can just like change the shape of them whichever way you want. If you want them more up, or if you want them a bit more flat, you can just play around with them, and which is what I love with the brow look. I'm just gonna fill it in my brows. I'm just using my Morphe 35H eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the darkest brown and a Morphe tapered brush, angled brush, and I'm just gonna like do the underline of the brows. So yeah, getting back into lockdown, I don't really think it'll be that long until other places across the country are having the same restrictions. Cases are rising every day, and obviously the R rate is going up as well, which is what they don't want. But if I'm completely honest with you guys, I would much rather have these kind of restrictions than go back into a full lockdown. The government is under quite a lot of scrutiny at the moment, and it's a bit of a like a shit kind of situation to be in for the government, to be honest. I'm not like a political person whatsoever, but I want to stop people from obviously catching the virus, but they don't want people to like be in lockdown completely. But I mean, it's quite scary times to live in, if I'm honest. I live quite close to a local hospital of mine, and today they've done a Spitfire flew past like the hospital with like "Thank you NHS" under it. That was pretty cool, and I don't know, things like that kind of make me emotional, because obviously we're all in the same boat, but at the same time the country is so divided on politics, and you know, there's like a lot of hate going around, and there's a lot of arguments if people should be wearing masks and why aren't you wearing a mask, and calling people selfish for not wearing masks, etc. So like, we're all in the same boat, but yeah, everyone is kind of like at loggerheads with each other. So yeah, this is kind of like what I would do on a normal day. It does look actually quite harsh. So I'm going to go in with my concealer. I've got a Wet n Wild concealer. I picked this up, it was really cheap, and it just does the job for what I want it to do. Obviously it's a lot lighter than the rest of my skin, but shit happens. I always kind of forget, because I'm so used to like doing concealer like above my eyebrow as well, that I've got to stop doing that because I want it to be nice and fluffy. I feel like if someone had said to me last year that our lives would be like this next year, I'll probably just laugh in the face. I'll probably like block and delete them. I'd be like, get lost, that'll never happen. But here we are, and it is getting closer and closer to Christmas, and there's no kind of like clear guidance on what's going to happen at Christmas, which does kind of make me a little bit anxious, because I love Christmas. I'm a big family person. I love being around the family and all that kind of jazz. So at the same time, you just want to keep all your family members bubble wrapped and just safe as possible, don't you? So it's kind of like a catch-22. Like, you want to see them, but at the same time, if you think that you could potentially be putting them at risk, like, I don't want to be seeing them. But yeah, that is what's happening in the northeast at the moment. I don't think it'll be too long until like other places in the UK are following suit, and I think it's for the best. Just a little bit hypocritical actually that the government made us go out, gave us 10% off for food, £10 off for food, and then blamed us for a rising rate. I just feel like I'm ranting too much about COVID now, and I kind of always wanted my social media and stuff to be like a COVID free zone, because I know that it can like trigger, and people come to social media to get away from everyday life, and then if people are just chatting about COVID and stuff on social media, I just kind of feel like to blame a little bit. So I'm not going to use any foundation today because I'm not going anywhere, and I kind of like to keep my foundation for when I'm strictly leaving the house. So I'm just going to use my concealer. I know it is pale, but we'll bronze it out and powder it out and stuff. So basically I normally have like such a strict routine when I'm like going out, you know. I do, you guys have seen any of my past channels, I do like eye up makeup first and then eye down makeup after. I haven't even primed anything, see? Oh, literally Insta versus reality with these kind of videos, because I'm always like, when people just think that they've got your life's all together and stuff, and it's actually not. So I'm just gonna bring this out. Obviously I've got rosacea, so I like to cover the redness and them kind of like angry looking spots. But anyone else feel that because they're having to wear a mask a lot more, that they are getting a lot more breakout? Like, look at my chin. My chin was always spotless, literally, and now it's just like the exact opposite of spotless. It is spotty. Get some of that product on there. Okay, now I'm looking like Casper the Ghost. I'm just using my translucent powder. This is Technics, and it's really cheap, but I really like it. Sometimes money isn't everything. Like, you get a lot of good cheap dupes, don't you? Oh, my hair keeps going mine. Just literally what works for you. I'm not really big on the having designer labels or designer makeup and all that kind of expensive stuff. If I like makeup which is like expensive, I then Google a cheaper alternative. Because I mean, who doesn't like cheaper things? Everyone likes cheaper things. If you get more cheaper things, you can get more of them. I'm going to use Donut from my Morphe contour palette, and I'm just going to kind of really lightly just dust off, and I'm kind of going in the pattern of 3. You know what you see all them beauty YouTubers doing there, going in pattern of 3. Actually feels quite strange doing a 3 backwards. Just kind of give a little bit of a glow, because I feel like I look a little bit pasty. I really need to fake tan again, but I don't really see the point at the moment. I really got into fake tanning like in the spring and the beginning of the year, like when you need it the most, but I don't really see the point at the moment. So this is basically it for my staying at home makeup look. Like, I don't go too heavy on my makeup. I don't wear a lot of it at all when I'm not going out. You know, when you're like risking that going out and seeing people that you may know when you haven't got any makeup on. That is typical. You always see people you know when you are not looking your best. But yeah, I'm not seeing anyone at all today, so I probably could have got away with not wearing any makeup whatsoever, but this just makes me feel a little bit more human. I've actually enjoyed doing this video because my normal videos lack that kind of chatty interaction. Obviously I'm always just doing makeup and showing you what I'm using, what I'm doing and how I'm applying it. I don't really talk about me or what's going on or how I'm feeling, etc., or what's even going on in my surroundings. So I've actually enjoyed doing this and creating something a little bit different. Like I said earlier, please let me know if there's any videos that you would like me to do. Pop them in the comments down below and I'll check them out and I'll get onto them if there's any that I like or could possibly do. But until then, stay tuned for my next video. Bye!